Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Celtics come into Game 3 up 2-0 with a relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory. The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Mavericks. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
A 2-0 start to the finals. Things could change direction here in Game 3. 2K Sports brings you NBA playoff action. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Green is out there with Derek Lively. And it's Doncic in at the point. You look at Boston taking care of business, Greg, in these NBA Finals. A win here tonight would almost guarantee them the title.
Yeah, I mean, they held home court in the first 2 games, but in this one, they'll face a hostile crowd and a team that is back up against the wall. They're going to have to match that intensity if they're going to take complete control and go up 3-0.
It is going to be some scene here tonight. Now, here's Thompson. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. Doncic, no good. Doncic against Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. To the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
But Drew Holiday is just so solid in the two-man action. You see it on display there.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. Now, we talked about Drew Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Now here is Holiday after Luka Doncic's miss. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA, and Porzingis has got great instincts of when to dive and when to fade.
Now here's Doncic. Here's Irving. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
It's tipped. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Drew Holiday fourth.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Here's Brown. Tatum a screen. 4 on the clock. Brown finds Tatum.
What's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
The Celtics shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That one falls for Tatum. So Tatum nails them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Doncic passes to Irving. Lively with it. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Tatum a screen. Here's Holiday. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That's a little bit about grit right there. Jrue Holiday not one to back away from a challenge.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The three for Doncic. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Luka decides when he wants to get into the rise and fire. That pull-up game on point.
It's White on the wing. He's covered by Irving. The three. White, good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The offensive rebound, and the shot is good. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Brown, yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight. 1:30 left to play here in the first. Doncic against Holiday. Doncic outside. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Celtics leading by 4. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hauser. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Luka Doncic, 4th.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Dallas making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Jamison with a screen on Kleba. Mason the pass to Jamison. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Mavericks trail by 4. Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Shot by Grimes. No good. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Mason. Takes it off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. For 3. A shot, no good. And so it's the Boston Celtics. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And it's Mason with the ball for Boston. Hardy is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Grimes in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Hardy. He's covered closely. Gafford passes to Hardy. Goes up on the wing. Rebound Boston. Excited about the win on Thursday.
And as shaky as they looked in that game, guys, it showed a lot of mental toughness that they were able to come out and get a win.
Gafford against Mason. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Hardy.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Grimes. Hits the three-point bomb. Grimes has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Mavericks. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Mavericks trailed by 5. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Love's checked in for Edwards. Celtics also with a sub. Tillman's checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Jamison, a screen, down low. Pass to Tillman. Jamison with a screen on Love. Shot clock at 6. And a slam dunk by Jamison.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here's Hardy, still without a basket. Lobbed up there for Love. Mason dishes to Tatum. Jamison with the screen for Tatum. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
You do not want to give up passing lanes off the screen. How about Jason Tatum with a decisive look there?
Mavericks trail by 9. Pass to Gafford. Here's Hardy. A wide open look for Love. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Grimes passes to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
Tatum with it. To the inside. Here's Jamison. Rebounded by Hardy. Here's Grimes. Guarded by Mason. Pass to Gafford. Outside Irving. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics leading by 4. They set the screen. He lobs it up. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. You take a look at Gafford. A terrific rebound, 5th overall.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Mason with a screen on Doncic. Outside Holiday. Good on the triple. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if you know Drew Holiday, you know he is more than capable of knocking down these shots at a very high clip.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. .112 left in the first half of the game. Brown against Thompson. Brown kicks to Holiday. Back to Brown. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Doncic. Lively sends a screen for Doncic. Lively, that's good. Lively's got his first bucket of the night.
Derek Lively at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes everything you want from a young big.
The shot's good. And the Celtics lead by 7.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Doncic outside. Thompson in the corner. Back to Doncic. Lively a screen on Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Chalk up 2 there.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Doncic from deep three-point land. And so that brings the first half to a close. Boston on top, up 9. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Game 3 action here at the break. It's a nice lead for the Boston Celtics.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Winning the first 2 games of the finals, one more win tonight, and they practically taste the championship.
Going up 3 games to none, they'd be able to smell it, taste it, hear it, see it, and smell it.
Big fella, you said smell it twice, so the sense you're missing was touch.
Careful, Kenny. He might have to touch you up. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're back with you as these 2 teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Looking to get it going, and he knocks down the jumper. Doncic has got 11 points.
Well, Green can operate as a point forward. This guy is exceptional at breaking down the defenses. His instincts are absolutely phenomenal.
On the floor for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Boston shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Jason Tatum, 1 shot.
And that one falls for Tatum. Mavericks trail by 10. Outside Irving. Pass to Thompson. Doncic feeling it out. Doncic with a strong move inside.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Tatum with the screen on Doncic. Holiday finds Tatum. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic outside. Floats one up. Doncic gets it to go inside.
How about the touch on the floater? Luka Doncic, so versatile.
And here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. To the paint. There's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Doncic dishes to Thompson. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Porzingis with a screen on Irving. White off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Mavericks trail by 8. Doncic with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Irving can't hit. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
What's up?
And that one falls for Tatum. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Number 1, Porzingis. Two minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Now Doncic. He's got 15. Green, the pass to Doncic. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Doncic has got 17 now.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Porzingis with the screen on Thompson. Down kicks to Porzingis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Mason, he checked in for White.
On the lane. No shot.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
I think what really pops about Kristaps Porzingis is 7'3", yes, but it's the sweet shooting stroke and the deep range. But let's not forget, when this guy came in the league, he was an absolute force as a shot blocker.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Screen by Porzingis. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Off on the layup. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. 9-point game. Thompson. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got his first 2 points.
Such an instinctive player. Thompson sees the opportunity and cashes in.
Oh, Tatum in position. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Green. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Irving. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And a deep three from Doncic. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Melton. Here's Grimes, guarded by Tatum. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7'3" we're talking about.
.106 left in the third. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Brown. Tipped away. Stolen by Mason. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
Well, how about Jaylen Brown in transition, a phenomenal finisher in the open floor.
Lively the pass to Doncic. Right at the free throw line. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. It's Brown with the drive. Good D by Thompson. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Doncic brushes off the contact and hits.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
And it's Grimes with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Doncic. He's got 22, and he converts the layup.
Just another ho-hum, brilliant offensive performance from Luka Doncic.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Mavericks trailing. They've got Daniel Gafford. Hardy is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Grimes in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Pritchard. To the middle. Here's Jamison, and a slam dunk by Jamison.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Jamison's gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actually. And here's Hardy. No good on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Inside. Tatum gets it to go inside.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Mavericks trail by 13. And on the way from Irving for three. It's good from long range.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Gafford against Jamison. Beyond the arc. And Irving pulls it down. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Gafford throws it down.
This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
Tatum with it. Jamison, a screen. Tatum passes to Jamison. Count it. That's 12 points for Jamison.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And now I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. Trailing by 10. Back to Doncic. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Offline with his three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Thompson with it. He's picked up by White. And Thompson kicks to Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The understated part of Luka Doncic's game, his strength. He is going to draw contact and usually make it.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Now here is Holiday to the paint. Here's Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Irving against White. Here's Doncic. Nails the 16-footer. That's 28 points for Luka Doncic.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. It's stolen by Green. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Connects from three-point range. Now just a 5-point Boston lead.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot. When he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
Now here is Holiday. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer.
And it's Doncic missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Off with the layup. White against Irving. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Mavericks with the rebound. On the wing, Irving. White covering. Dallas, no good that time either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Porzingis with a screen on Irving. Right the pass to Porzingis. Green with the rebound. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Irving. Again, Irving missing.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Irving against Holiday. To the middle, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Boston again missing. Irving passes to Doncic. So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. You have to think at this point, up 3-0. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kristaps, you got it going early tonight. What got you into that rhythm early?
You know, just from the beginning, being focused, knocking down the first couple of shots, he's starting to feel good, and we just keep going.
Well, you had the flow tonight, man, and it led to the win. Congrats. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
PlayStation